You ever stop and think about what really keeps a plane in the sky? Or make sure a critical medical device works perfectly every single time? It's not just brilliant engineering. There's this whole hidden world of systems working behind the scenes. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a really big one: infrastructure management.
All right, let's just jump right in with a scenario that, well, it might give you a little anxiety. Picture this. You're in a high-stakes audit. The air is thick. The auditor leans forward, looks you right in the eye, and asks a question that seems almost impossibly specific. And there it is, the question. They want proof for one tool, used on one task, on one specific day, months, maybe even a year ago. It feels like they just asked you to find one particular needle in a haystack the size of a football field. How in the world do you even start? While the old way, that's a total nightmare, right? It's a frantic scramble through dusty paper binders, clicking through a dozen disconnected spreadsheets. I mean, it's a detective story nobody wants to star in. But the new way, the way we do things now, that's a whole different ballgame. It's a single, connected, intelligent source of truth, an electronic quality management system, or what we call an EQMS. So this is the big shift. We're moving from stacks of paper to real digital power. And I want you to think of this system as something more than just a database. Think of it as the digital cockpit for our entire quality operation. So what is a digital cockpit? Well, it's our command center. Everything we need is right there at our fingertips. It's the system that makes sure every single thing we do is on purpose, totally documented, and, most importantly, compliant. It's what gives us the confidence to fly.
Okay, so with that amazing cockpit at our disposal, let's go solve that auditor's puzzle. We're going to follow the digital breadcrumbs step by step and see just how easy it is to find that one little certificate.
Our mission is to use what we call the one-click evidence chain. No more digging, no more guessing. We're just going to follow a few logical links to connect all the dots. Let's see how it works. We start big picture, right here in the project plan. We're not hunting through some random log. We're starting where the actual work happened. And you see that highlighted row, prototype V2 verification? Look over to the right, and there it is, the asset used, EQD015. That's our first link in the chain. So we give that asset ID a click, and boom, instantly we're in the infrastructure asset register. Now we know everything about EQ-015. We see it's a digital multimeter, we know its whole history, and right there is the link to all of its records. And one final click, and there's our trophy, the calibration record itself. You can see the exact date it was calibrated, when it expires, and look, a direct link to the official PDF. We just went from a project plan to the specific piece of evidence in, 30 seconds? Puzzle solved? The auditor is happy. Now, finding old files that fast is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. But that's only half the story. The real magic of this system is how it looks forward, how it prevents mistakes before they can even happen. It's like an automated safety net. This brings up a really important question. I mean, what if that multimeter's calibration had expired before that V2 testing? Could an engineer have accidentally grabbed it and used a non-compliant tool, putting the whole project, not to mention patient safety, at risk? And the answer, thankfully, is a simple, powerful, resounding nope, not a chance. The system literally would not have allowed it. If that tool was out of spec, any attempt to move forward in the project is automatically blocked. This is that aha moment, where the system goes from being a filing cabinet to being an active, intelligent copilot. So how does that actually work? It's pretty brilliant. The workflow is automated. When a plan is submitted, the system automatically checks the asset register. If it sees an expired calibration, bam, the workflow stops cold. The release is blocked. It's just physically impossible to move forward until that issue is fixed.
And this safety net, it's not just in one place. It's everywhere. Infrastructure isn't some isolated thing. As you can see here, it's woven into everything else. Risk management, the training records that prove you're even qualified to use the tool, and of course, production planning. It's a living, breathing, integrated system where every part is talking to every other part.
Okay, so we've seen just how powerful the system is. It's incredible. But it's so important to remember that at the end of the day, it is just a tool. The single most critical component in this entire operation is you. So what's the bottom line here? Let's recap. The EQMS is your single source of truth. It's an active copilot, not a passive filing cabinet. Its automated workflows are there to protect you and to protect the product. And all that automation lets you focus on what really matters, innovating and building amazing things.
But let's be absolutely clear. This system is an amazing cockpit. It's full of incredible automation and fail-safes. But a cockpit doesn't fly the plane. It is absolutely nothing without a skilled, focused, and diligent operator at the controls. You are the pilot.
So we've walked through how this amazing system helps ensure a medical device is safe and effective. But this idea of these invisible intelligence systems, it's everywhere. So I'll leave you with this to think about. What are the invisible systems that guarantee quality and safety in your world?